Allahumma barik wa sallim nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim, amma ba'. Continuation of the Solat of a few Sahabah, Tabi'in and Sufis. Abu Ubaidah ibn Abd Jarrah radiyallahu anhu was once reading the Solat. When Solat was over, he said to the people, Shaitan made a dangerous attack on me while I was leading the Solat. He made me think that as I was leading the Solat, I am the best of all of you. I shall never lead the Solat again. Maimun bin Mihran rahmatullahi once reached the masjid when the Jama'ah was over. He recited Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un and said the reward of the Salah with Jama'ah was dearer to me than the kingdom of Iraq. He said that the Sahabah, that they would mourn for 3 days if they happen to miss being present when the person leading Salah began Salah by saying Allahu Akbar, and for 7 days if they miss Jama'ah. Bakar Ibn Abdullah rahmatullahi once said, you can speak to Allah Ta'ala and Master at any time you like. How? Inquired somebody. He replied, perform your wudu properly and stand up for Salah. Aisyah radiyallahu anha says, the Nabi SAW would be among us, yakni family members, talking and listening. But on the approach of Salah hour, he would all of a sudden behave as if he had never known us and would be completely absorbed in Allah Ta'ala. He said of Said al-Tanuki rahmatullahi that as long as he remained in Salah, tears would flow from his eyes continuously. Somebody asked Khalaf bin Ayub rahmatullahi, do not the flies annoy you in your Salah? His answer was, even the bad characters in the society patiently bear the lashes of the police to boast of their endurance afterwards. Why should I then be disturbed by mere flies while standing in the presence of my Allah? He said in Bayatul Nufus that one of the Sahabah was once offering tahajjud when a thief came and took away his horse. He noticed it but did not break his salah. Somebody asked him, why did he not break the salah and catch the thief? He replied, I was engaged in something far more valuable than the horse. It is said about Ali radiyallahu anhu that whenever an arrow got stuck into his body in battle, this was drawn out during his salah. Once he got an arrow stuck in his thigh. This could not be extracted in spite of several efforts due to severe pain felt by him. Then he was at his nafil salat when he was doing sajdah and people drew out the arrow with force. When he finished the salah, he asked the people collected around him, have you gathered to take out the arrow? When they pointed that it was already taken out, he informed that he did not felt pain during the extraction. In Bayatul Nufus, it is written about a sheikh that he had either been offering obligatory salah or been absorbed in zikr without break right from Zuhr to Fajr the next day. After Fajr, while continuing zikr, he was overpowered by sleep. When immediately he asked Allah Ta'ala's forgiveness and made the following dua, I seek refuge in Allah Ta'ala from the eye that does not get satisfied with sleep. It is said about another Sheikh that he would go to bed and try to sleep, but when he failed in his attempt, he would rise up and engage himself in Salat and would say, oh Allah, thou knowest very well that the fear of fire of Jahannam that had caused my sleep to disappear. There are many stories about the pious people staying up all night in eagerness and love for Allah Ta'ala, and that this cannot possibly be covered in one book. Again, we see people with our own eyes, people spending the whole night, sometimes even standing for witnessing a show in a cinema or a theatre. They neither get tired nor does sleep overpower them. When such impious deed, if indulged in, have such an attraction, what makes us doubt about the spiritual activities can be so attractive and tasteful, while persons taking part in them are given additional strength and endurance by Allah Ta'ala? The only reason for our doubt is our ignorance, which is like that of an immature child about the experience of adults. May Allah Ta'ala enable us to attain the heights where we may be able to taste the pleasure of His worship. May Allah give us tawfiq to put all this into practice and convey to others. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, asyhadu an la anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallah.